Today we are working on installing our septic system. Got the first one right here. So we have the whole hillside that is basically a giant poop water park. A few years ago, we decided to quit the rat race and venture down a completely unfamiliar path in life. We sold almost all of our possessions, renovated a camper van, and toured the US looking for a piece of land to start our journey. After almost 2 years, we found our piece of paradise in the Pacific Northwest, and Pacific Pines Ranch was born. Follow along as we chase our dreams to build an off-grid shipping container home and to see our projects and adventures along the way. As we like to say on the ranch, the joy is in the journey. Hello everybody. Beautiful day on the ranch today. Today we are working on installing our septic system. So we have about six lines that we need to dig and set up the system and connect all the lines with some drop boxes and pipes and some easy flow, which is just basically a bunch of packing peanuts with a perforated pipe. Yeah, so we got our excavator over there because this is going to be way too difficult for us to do ourselves. The slope is kind of intense, and yeah, we'd much rather have someone who really knows what they're doing, since we're not really that experienced with the excavator yet. So all these stakes in front of me are the lines that we need to do. If you look kind of right here, you can see the white lines. And then over there on that side is the drop boxes. I don't know if you can see. So we're gonna get everything set up and get to work. So the tricky part of this excavation is the ground is so sloped that it's gonna be hard to figure out a way to make the excavator level. Sorry, I'm out of breath. We're gonna do everything that we can to try to figure that out and get the trenches dug. Here is the breakdown of our poop water park, aka our standard gravity feed steep slope septic system. We have the septic tank here, which feeds into these drop boxes. The effluent, which is fancy terms for the liquid waste, fills up the drop boxes and goes into the 6 drain-filled lines, and then the effluent is absorbed into the ground. That is the simple explanation of how our system is set up, and keep watching to see the in-depth setup. Let's go! First part of the first trench is started. Salal is crazy. Yeah. So we got the first trench finished. It's really tricky because we have so many parameters that we have to stay inside for the code. So here's the first trench. Goes all the way over there, about 40 feet, I think. So now we have 5 more lines, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up the hillside. So they all vary at different lengths, from 40 to 60 feet, actually from 30 to 60 feet. They all end at 10 feet because the easy flow comes in 10-foot increments. So we made it easy on ourselves to install that. But wow, it's a friggin' workout hiking up and down this hill over and over and over again. I'm just like out of breath, perpetually out of breath. Okay, so we're gonna kind of switch it up and maybe try to do from the top down. Might be easier to make the excavator level. Okay, so we almost have 3 drain lines dug out. We started at the bottom and it was really tricky, so we decided to move to the top because these are going to be the easier ones, and then as we go down we will encounter the ones that are more difficult. So 3 out of 6 almost complete. Got the first one right here, 30 feet. This one here is 60 feet, so it goes all the way around the hill to the excavator over there. It's just at the end of the line. And then we have 3 more to do down here. We already did the one at the end, so I believe these 3 are all 60 feet as well. So far everything's going good. We got the laser level up there to make sure that the trenches are all level throughout each trench. So that way when we go to install the pipes, they will work. Man, the poop business is complicated. You'd think by now, after, you know, all these years, we would have figured out a better way to deal with our shit, but apparently not. Okay, so on we go. So we are working on the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th line. So 2 more to go. Everything's looking good. After we're done with these lines, we're gonna come here and work on where the drop boxes will be and the header pipe. So there's another one. There's another one. So this is the last 60-foot line, and then we have one at 50 foot right there. And then we'll be done. Little by little, working on it, and eventually we will reach the finish line. Woo! I am out of breath from climbing up and down this hill a million times. But anyways, we're working on setting up the last trench for the septic system, for the leach field in particular. And yeah, this one's gonna be the hardest because originally our excavator did this trench first, and then we decided to go up to the top and work our way down. So now the last one is this one, and I think he's gonna have to straddle the line and just do the trench like that. Like come forward, make it flat for the tracks, and then start here and work his way back. We'll see how it goes. Super technical, super a lot of anxiety because we have to be really, really precise, and we have kind of zero room for error because we don't really have anywhere else we can put the septic field if we mess up. So pressure's on, but I'm sure everything will be fine, and just work at it little by little, like everything. Well, somehow we've made it to the end, and we dust in my eye. And we are almost done with the last line, and wow, it was really, really, really tricky. The excavator had to kind of basically make a little road here and then dig the road out to make sure that the tracks were flat and we could dig level in a sense. So just finishing the last little touches over there, and tomorrow we are going to go and dig dig out all of the spots for the pipe and the drop box and all the connective elements of the septic system that go all the way up to the septic tank up there. So again, this will be super tricky as well. What's new? Everything we do is complicated. But honestly, there was nowhere else that we could have set up the septic system with how our land is. It's pretty sloped, and yeah, unless we wanted to do a ATT system or a system with a bunch of pumps and stuff like that, and we really don't want to have that. We just would rather have it be gravity fed, require no electricity, no pumps of any kind, and so that's what you gotta do sometimes. Sometimes the hardest way is the only way. And in this case, that's really true. Yeah. So Viant's over there checking the level and the depth of the trench. Yeah! So yeah. Woo! I wonder if there's gonna be one video of me not out of breath. So today is hopefully the final day of excavation. We got the excavator and Viant down there. We're working on the trenches that are perpendicular to the leach field, the drain field. So we're almost done actually. This one went really fast because it doesn't have to be as precise as the leach field. So we got the spots where all of our drop boxes go and the pipe that connects them all. So we didn't install any of the pipe or anything yet, but we are going to finish the excavation and then kind of fine-tune all of the excavation, and then place the pipes and connect everything together. Disregard my shadow, but these are the last two lines right here. This one we're working on now. We got the other ones done down there. Okay, let's go in the trench. Ugh. So when we're done with the excavation, we have to come in the trench down here, all of them, all 6, and remove all of these roots on the side. If you can see, kind of like right about here, all the way across, there's a bunch of roots. This one's not too bad, but the lines that are, the 2 lines down there have quite a bit of roots. So we need to come, shave them off so that they don't mess up the easy flow when we put it in. So this one is about 60 feet in length, give give or take a foot or two. It's really hard to film while these branches are stabbing me, so sorry about that. Look at this. A tiny little pine tree. Crazy to think that this one day becomes this. Nature's wild. Okay, so the excavator left, everything is dug out, but now we need to go and do the little parts that require some hand digging. So there's just a few spots where he couldn't reach, or just the access wasn't good, or some dirt fell and all that good stuff. So we just are gonna take the shovels and go and just remove them, set up the area for where the drop boxes will be, and work our way down, and then we will start on working on the trenches. Still a lot of work to go, but it's kind of nice sunny day, a little windy, but still nice. So here we go. So at first we used a steel brush cutter because we thought it would be easier and faster, and it knocked a lot of dirt back into the trench that we had to remove. So instead we each used a pair of branch pruners to remove the roots out of each trench. So this trench is ready to receive the easy flow. Everything is level down here. Got our level over here. Good job. Guys, I just want to mention how absolutely exhausting this step was for me. I had to go and bring the drain field material from the top of the hill down, and we have 1,200 feet of this drain field material, so you can imagine how many times I went up and down this friggin' hill. It was nuts. Alright. New day today. Still working on the septic. I'm sure I look crazy and very tired, but guess what? I don't care because I am tired. So, yesterday we worked until really late, like 9 p.m. And all my batteries ran out like in the middle of the day, so I missed all the footage. So let me show you what we got. We got the last trench all set up over there. We got this trench all set up going around. Almost done with this one. We just have to add a little bit more, or remove a little bit more dirt because they're not fitting quite right inside. So this one's almost done. Then we're gonna come up here and work on the last two. So this one and this one. So still quite a bit of work to do, but so far it's going well. It's amazing how long it takes to dig stuff by hand. I always underestimate the time that it will take, and it's very, very tiring. So if you have a gym membership, just cancel it. You can just go somewhere in your yard or whoever needs something dug, and yeah, just dig a little bit. It's a great workout. So yeah, we're just gonna finish that the last two lines and then work on the perpendicular lines to the system, set up all the drop boxes and everything. So time to get going. Gonna be in mega shape after this. Alright, so we got all the drain field set up. So we got all the lines running that way for the drain field, and now we're working on setting up the drop boxes that go at the start of each line. And wow, we are absolutely dead. Like, wow. So much hand digging and shoveling, and all the soil that we have here is like basically sandstone after you get to a certain depth, so it's just like really, really, really physically demanding, and wow, we are really, really tired. But sometimes it's just like that, so we're just gonna keep moving forward and set up all the drop boxes, and then after we're gonna come back and work on the pipes that run to and from the tank, the drop box, and the line. So we got the first drop box set up right here. So a little explanation, the effluent is gonna run from the tank right there down a pipe into here, collect at the bottom, go out this end. Right here we will have another pipe that will connect to the drain field, this little line of easy flow right there. And then after this gets full, that will fill up and come out this pipe and go down to the next one, and so on all the way down. So right now what Viant is doing is cutting out the spots for the in and out, the inlet and the outlet of all the pipes that we'll set up. So we have still a lot of friggin' digging to do. Seems like it'll never end. And yeah, then it'll be a little bit tricky to get the good angles for all these pipes, but we'll figure it out eventually. Now we cut a 4-inch circle out of this. This goes on the inside of the drop box. The pipe goes through it, and this goes on the outside of the drop box to seal it. Thank you. Okay, so today we are going to be working on connecting the pipes between the septic tank and the drain field and all the drop boxes. So we still have a lot of digging to do. We are absolutely exhausted. This is probably one of the most physically demanding things we've done for the house so far. It's very tiring. So we need to get all of this pipe connected between all the lines and the drop boxes going down the hill, which will require quite a bit of digging because we need to get the levels right. And yeah, so here we go. So hopefully this will be the last and final day of us doing the septic. Like I said before, it took us way longer than we thought it would. It's just super tricky, everything that has a lot of angles and a lot of elevation to deal with, so it was a little complicated to, connect the septic tank to the drop boxes and run the drain line all the way down, like from here all the way down there. I'll take you guys down and show you how it's looking. So here we have the first line coming out of the tank. So the tank is there. Whoop, down there to this drop box. When this comes in, this is a level pipe that runs to the drain field. After this fills up and reaches its maximum, it will come back, it will fill up, then it'll go down this pipe right here. This is like a little hard to walk right here, so oops. And same thing, this will come down, run down this drain line all the way down here. When it's full, it will fill up and come down. And then today what we're going to be working on is finishing this line from here down to here, installing the level header pipe that's going perpendicular, and the drop box. And then again, another line here. Same thing, drop box, pipe, and then here this will come out, and down here we won't have a drop box. This is really steep right here. Ooh. We won't have a drop box. We will have a 90-degree angle that will go boop boop, and this is the last line right here. So although it's taken a long time to get all this set up, it's going well, and yeah, I think it'll be good. So yeah, hopefully this is the last day. I'm really tired of digging. For all of you guys out there that, you know, want to have like a gym membership, you don't need it. Just go dig. Go dig a hole. Go dig a bunch of holes. You'll be in the best shape of your life. Alright, so here we go. Stupid wind. Somehow, some way, we finished. Woo! Oh my god. Actually, no, we're not like 100% finished, but we're 99% finished. We still have to run tracer wire from the tank down to all the drop boxes.
Thanks, babe. So I will jump up after the line and take a picture, and we were waiting for you to do the drone.
Yeah. And the last line from here down. So we have the whole hillside that is basically a giant poop water park. So we're gonna get everything situated. Vion's just laying the last of the tracer wire along the leach field, and then we are going to start to put all the dirt back. So here we go. Because we do not have access to city sewer out here in the woods, we were obligated to go with a septic system. We want to try to be as self-sufficient as possible, which is why we chose the gravity feed system. That way there are no pumps or anything like that, and we can legally maintain the system ourselves. It brings us a little bit closer to being self-reliant, which is what we strive for in our overall project and life. Okay, cool. Be sure to subscribe to join us on our projects and adventures on Pacific Pines Ranch. Also, check out the option below to give thanks if you'd like to support our channel. We're moving this beige container over there onto the logs right here. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching and see you in the next video. Okay, bye.